On our 10th anniversary, in front of 15 people, my wife announced she wanted an open marriage. Hours later, I found out she'd been cheating for 6 months.
The moment I overheard my wife, Megan, whispering with her mother about dropping the bomb tonight, I knew something was coming, but nothing could have prepared me for the humiliation she had planned. And nothing could have prepared her for what I would uncover in the aftermath, or how completely her scheme would backfire. It all began on our 10th wedding anniversary. Our home was glowing with warm lights. The table set for a beautiful dinner with family and friends, 15 people we trusted enough to share a milestone with. But while I stood there arranging glasses, trying to keep the ice machine from jamming, I heard it. Catherine's voice, sharp, confident, manipulative. "Tonight's perfect. Everyone's here. It's time to drop the bomb." My wife Megan answered with a nervous laugh. "God, I'm scared. What if he makes a scene?" "He won't," Catherine said. "James cares too much about appearances." I froze in place. Heart pounding, bomb, tomorrow she'd be free? From what? I returned to dinner wearing a smile so fake it hurt. Megan looked stunning, that night lipstick brighter, dress tighter, hair styled with a little too much effort. Something was off. Something had been off for months. When she tapped her glass and stood, the entire room went silent. "I've realized I feel stifled," she said, "and I want an open marriage." My heart stopped. Gasps erupted. My mother nearly fainted. And Megan just stood there, calm and proud, announcing she wanted to explore connections with other men, while suggesting I could do the same. Humiliation washed over me. Burned like acid. She'd planned this. Catherine had encouraged it. 15 witnesses all there to watch my wife destroy our marriage like it was some reality show twist. I looked her dead in the eye and said, "You want to sleep with other men? Then do it without me." I want a divorce, and I walked out. It wasn't dramatic, it wasn't loud, it was survival. A marriage built on lies at the bar that night, numbing myself with whiskey. My best friend David tried to give sympathetic advice. But the truth hit me the next morning when I met with my lawyer Jack. "I overheard them plotting," I told him. "This was all planned," Jack shook his head. "She wants an open marriage because she's already cheating." I didn't want to believe it. But deep down, I knew. When I returned to the house to collect clothes and essentials, Catherine ambushed me. She tried to gaslight me, tried to twist things, tried to shame me for leaving. But nothing prepared me for what was coming next. The accident and the STD revelation 3 days later, I got a call from the A. "Megan's been in an accident. She's asking for you." Despite everything, I rushed to the hospital because I'm human. Because a decade of love doesn't evaporate instantly. She lay on a gurney, bruised, pale, leg broken. But she still threw one last dagger at me. "I have chlamydia." Silence. Then a cold wave of realization. "You got an STD after asking me for an open marriage?" She swallowed hard. "It's Bradley." From marketing. 6 months. 6 months of cheating. 6 months of lying. 6 months of thinking she could hide everything under the guise of feeling unfulfilled. And now she wanted me to pay her medical bills. I walked out. The pregnancy bomb. The STD wasn't enough. Megan had one last grenade to throw. She began telling people she was pregnant. Claimed it was mine, said we conceived right before I moved out. There was just one problem. I'd had a vasectomy 3 years earlier, and she'd driven me to the appointment. My sister Rachel called me in outrage. "She's telling everyone you abandoned your pregnant wife." Mom heard it, Olivia heard it. Megan's playing the victim, but I knew the truth, and so did medical science. When I confronted Megan, she sobbed. "Maybe the vasectomy failed." "Nice try," I said. "I get annual tests. 0 sperm count." "That baby isn't mine." She tried threats next, manipulation, crocodile tears, accusations. But the truth was a wall she couldn't climb. The courtroom reckoning, the divorce trial, was the final battlefield. Megan limped in on a cane with a visible baby bump playing the fragile victim. Catherine glared like a mother lion, determined to claw me to pieces. But our prenup was ironclad, and her lies were paper-thin. When the judge asked about paternity, Megan's lawyer tried to argue spontaneous vasectomy reversal.